or what do you like about fourth wave feminism? Like, what's the best thing that's come with the fourth wave?
I can't lie,
You don't know what the fourth wave is, really?
No.
Exactly.
You know?
Can you explain?
Yeah.
I will after everybody else.
Yeah, I have no clue.
You don't even know? You don't know?
No clue.
You might as well explain.
You know?
Yeah,
Explain.
Oh, the fourth wave is just.
I'm like, what?
Well, yeah, like the fourth wave is like where it's like the full takeover. It's like where like you don't really need men for fucking anything at all. Like it's like
Okay, yeah,
seriously,
no.
like it's just y'all really don't need men at all. That's like the fourth wave
So,
kind of.
I really don't believe in that.
I'm a traditional feminist in the
Mhm.
sense that if we're doing the same job and I'm just as qualified as you and I have the same credentials as you, I should be getting paid as well as you, and I should have the same promotional options as you.
Yeah.
However, people be taking it a little too far with whatever rhetoric they have, and feminism has went from equality in the professions and just being able to walk down the street and not have to worry about being accosted all the time to we don't need men for anything. Don't touch my door. Don't pay for my food.
Yeah.
Don't do this. Don't do that.
That's the crazy part for sure.
Like
Yeah.
women want to wear the pants now, and don't get me wrong, there are relationships where that dynamic works, where the woman is the more dominant one. But as long as that's like a consensual thing between the woman and the man, that's perfectly fine. Like that's not the situation in my relationship.
Yeah.
But for some people it works. In my situation, I am very much in letting my man be very masculine and allowing me to be in my femininity wholeheartedly. If that stuff doesn't bother me. Now, again, if we were doing the same job and he got paid more than me, I'd be a little pissed.
So do you think there's a wage gap though?
Absolutely.
Oh.
I've seen it.
Oh, there's not though. Like if we look at statistics and we look at like the wage gap is because women don't want to do certain jobs. Like women don't take certain careers. Like plumbing, electrician, but like you get huge benefits if you want to go work for an electrician company or you want to go do anything.
Well, hold on. So the thing about statistics that I want a lot of people to understand is that statistics can be altered depending on the actual varied unit that you're using. So if you go to a community of Latinos and you ask them arroz con dulces or chorizo, and you go to a specific group that specifically like chorizo, right? You're going to get more people that say chorizo than arroz con dulces. But if you go and get another group that likes arroz con dulces more, then your statistics are going to be altered.
Well, we can always peel the layer back and go look at how they're done because there's two different ways that they do all these studies and stuff.
When I got my TV installed in my house and it was mounted, it was nothing but women on the Geek Squad.
Okay.
Nothing but women.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie. I was shocked.
Yeah.
But that goes to show that it's just not talked about as much. There are women that are going into electricians. There are HVAC unit.
But it's very rare. Like, even though with all these benefits, and I'm telling you, there's a lot of benefits for a company to hire women. And even with all those benefits, even with affirmative action and all these things, there's still tons of women that don't take certain jobs, and it's because y'all don't want them.
Whether or not,
and there's nothing wrong with that.
But whether or not the population of men. And so I'm just going to use plumbing, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
Whether or not out of 2,000 people that work in a company, 1,999 of them are men and only one of them is a woman, that woman should still be paid her wage.
And she does. So like
statistics doesn't matter based on wage.
But she is. And when we look at all those things, when we look at those companies, we look at all that, those women actually end up usually making more than what the men make because of affirmative action, because of all these different benefits that companies get for giving women more benefits. Women are doing great right now. Women are out earning men in major cities. I think I probably talked to you about this on the last show. Women out earn men in major cities. Women are graduating from college at a 10% higher rate. Like women are killing it right now. Like there's like, I don't think that there's anything in this world that's like hurting y'all whenever it comes to school or when it comes to jobs or anything like that. I can debunk everything whenever it comes to like wage gap. Every one of them. Every time you think that there's something, I can guarantee you I can bring up something that shows that's not true.
So if you talk about statistically more men are in positions of power. Statistically speaking, women have more of an average IQ than men do. There are more men that are in the higher IQ than there are women. However,
I didn't know that, and I didn't even think that would be true, honestly. I think women are smarter, honestly.
The highest IQ ever recorded was from a woman. However, statistically speaking, more men tend to gear more towards that higher level of IQ. But a lot of that also comes down to record. How many of women are being recorded on being in these positions of power that are actually documented.
Well,
so yeah, you can talk about Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, but how many multi-billion-dollar females are there that we don't talk about?
So there are billionaire females, but how they got their money was from divorce. Like they're
No,
like,
no,
like,
right.
like we can look at just Kardashian, just the Kardashian, but other than her,
They're not
Jeff
billionaires.
Bezos' wife, divorced. She's a billionaire because of a divorce.
We're not
Who's
talking
the
about
other
that.
big? No, but I'm just telling you, like most women who are billionaire status, it's because of a divorce. It's
Well,
not because.
we're speaking about professions.
I know.
Solely speaking about
And
professions.
but the reason why is y'all aren't the most earning is because y'all haven't invented the most stuff. If we really look back on even the things that women buy the most, it was invented by men. Like everything, almost everything was invented by men. Like you can sit here and you can get mad about all this stuff, but in reality, men
That's what
created
I
most
about
things.
Being documented. In fact, in classical music alone, there were so many more women composers that were not talked about. But you hear about the Beethovens and all the other people.
And that was a harder time for women. But now today, look at Meg Thee Stallion. Look at all the women that are killing it on the music charts today, though. You got to understand, like, everything you're saying, yeah, I believed in the patriarchy fucking hundreds of years ago whenever it really was men ruling shit. But now, we're talking about right now, it's a whole different ballgame. Women are killing it.
does not make or have any kind of credentials compared to Celine Dion. However, Celine Dion cannot touch like Phil Collins. But that doesn't mean that Phil Collins is a better singer or has better credentials than Celine Dion does, but he's a man.
Yeah, I mean, well, now we're getting into nuance, but the thing is that at the end of the day, women are doing better in the financial market, in the job market. Women are doing way better. If you really think that feminism and all this stuff is gonna like help in those things, it's already completely in your power. It's already completely in your leverage. Men are completely losing it right now. Why do you think the divorce or why do you think the divorce rate is so high? Why do you think that guys are offering themselves at crazy numbers? It's all because guys are way lower and women are being propped up right now like crazy. Like I have 4 sisters that are extremely successful and they really did not have any struggles in anything because not only did society prop them up, but my family did as well. It's very easy for a woman today. It's not even close for a man, especially if he comes from a non-privileged family.
It depends on what department they work for, because most of the women on this panel have stated that they work in some form of healthcare or they work in some kind of beauty. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So naturally, men, unless they're gay, which there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, but most men are not going to go into those professions. Most men are going to stay with the more white collar or hardcore blue collar jobs.
Mm-hmm. Right? I agree with you. Yeah.
And because of societal norms, women are less likely to do that as well.
Yeah.
So in that case, absolutely.
Yeah, but I just want, at the end of the day, I just want everybody at this table to understand there is no wage gap. There isn't. If you really want to go watch some videos on it, it's debunked like crazy. Don't ever sit there and try to think that y'all are the victims or anything. You're not. And sitting there and the victim mentality is horrible. And that's what feminism pushes on women, though.
Not to play victim, but I can tell you as a woman who has been in a male-predominant career, we have a stigma against us. Like Marines, right? Military in general. Female soldiers can be called barracks bunnies. And that's a stereotype about female soldiers that we sleep around, and barracks bunny means that you bounce from barracks to barracks, room to room, right? And you're just humping like a rabbit. But there's no stigma against men in the military other than their F-boys or whatever. But that
goes back to just sex. But that goes back to the debate that we always have about sexuality. The world is sexist. Okay, so
but what are you? Why plays into why feminism started?
Yeah,
because you have those stereotypes and those stigmas, which obviously would
feminism started because a lot of money would be made off of it. It has nothing to do with any of the actual stuff about actually saving women from domestic violence. It has nothing to do with any of that actual shit. It has a lot to do with money. You got to understand everything that has been pushed into the society today, it's all for profit. It has nothing to do with making the family a better unit. Absolutely at all. Because if it did, there would actually be solutions being put up. But there's not solutions being put up. They want to separate more. They don't want solutions.
Hey y'all, Sergio here. I just want to mention I've created a completely free guide that shows you exactly how I went from having low confidence and being painfully awkward around women to easily meeting and dating numerous high quality desirable women in real life without the use of any dating apps or social media. So if you're struggling to get out there, if you have approach anxiety or don't know what to say or how to interact with women to make them want you and are sick of using dating apps with low value girls that hundreds of other guys have been chatting with, click the link in the description below to grab your free guide right now. And if you want private mentorship with me personally to help guide you every step of the way in this process, check out my mentorship program in the description too. I would be happy to help you reach your dating goals and overcome any obstacle you may face. And trust me, if I could do it, you can do it too. I hope to see you soon. Peace out.